Hi. Hi, my name is Meredith Pless. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm an amateur rider. I show in the adult amateurs in the 18 to 35 section with my horse Massimo. His barn name is Vinnie. He's cute. He talks to me sometimes. I like that. I walk in the barn and he's like, and it's like, hey, what up, dude? So yeah, I ride with Louise Serio. We're based out of Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. I live in Chester Springs. What up? So yeah. I go to Westchester University. Yes, I am still in school, even though I'm here full time. I take spring semesters off, though, to dedicate my time to WEF to make sure that, I have my full focus and concentration on the horses because, when we're down here putting everything into it, may as well give it my all rather than half attention. I'm actually thinking of maybe taking summer classes this year, and definitely the fall and then winter, so bang out 3 semesters in a row, get her done. I'm majoring in marketing and business, so can go basically anywhere with that. I actually used to be a chem pre-med major. I wanted to go into pharmacy school, but it was so much work, and I was doing really well. I held a great GPA and everything, but it was just a lot of stress on me. I tend not to stress about anything. Like, I'm such a laid back person. The only thing that really stresses me out is time, darkness, and butterflies. It's a long story. Maybe another day we'll get into the butterflies. People think it's weird. I mean, if you want me to go into it, I can, but Yes, yeah. This is the Grand Hunter Ring. I'm actually showing here. I'll be showing in the Adult Amateurs 18 to 35 Section A this Thursday and Friday. Just got the text now. Absolutely. If I don't trip over the wire and make a fool of myself. So this is the Grand Hunter Ring. I'm so excited to be showing here. It's one of my favorite rings. Last year I didn't get to show in there. I was in Rost. I was actually over in Pony Island in Ring 11. I was in Ring 6 and Ring 7 and 8. So I'm very excited to make my debut in the Grand Hunter. It's one of the prettiest rings, I think, is what I'd have to say. I don't really know if there is a main hunter ring per se, but in my opinion, I think it would be. I mean, if it has the word grand in it, it must be. And I'm very big into like signs. Like if I see a sign, I don't knock on wood. I don't think that's real wood, Trex deck stuff. But anyway, I'm very big into numbers, and so far I've been having a lot of good numbers. So hopefully that's a sign of good luck. Plus, since the ring is called Grand Hunter, I feel like that's another sign because Vinnie's show name is Massimo, and in Italian that means like the grandest, great. Oh, great one. So maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm very excited. Okay, so what's happening over here? What the lowdown, the 411, if you want what's going on here. Today's Tuesday, so this is warm-up day for us here at WEF. So in here, everyone just gets to come and do a ticketed warm-up. You have to have your number on. Gives you a chance to let your horses see the jumps, since when you're schooling on show days, you only get to use the schooling rings, go over plain white verticals and oxers, boring stuff. So this way they get a sense of what the ring is like, get accustomed to it, all the surroundings, the jumps, the flowers, because how horses can be, and especially with horses, it's like, oh my God, what is that? Oh, I'm gonna die. So, I mean, it's all good. Most of the time it is professionals, just, getting the horses set for their riders. Like today, we had Sandy on Vinnie, because she's actually going to show him tomorrow in the 3-3. Yes, in the 3-3 performance, just to get him prepped for me. There's many times that I'll also be doing stuff on warm-up day to get myself accustomed to the ring and to the horse and the feel of how it goes. But today I didn't. We just had Sandy Farrell do that for me. So, you get to spend time in here and get used to the rings and what it's like. So I really think it's a great opportunity. So Tuesdays are very important.
So would this be the set course already for tomorrow?
Not necessarily. They usually change it up. I would think that they would. I mean, you don't want to keep things the same because then the horses become too familiar with it. But it's the same jumps, so it gives them an idea of what they're jumping. It's not like they're going to totally change it up and, let's throw in the Shamu jump, like a jumper. That's not going to happen. Keeping up the same stuff.
And what's important in the hunters, like for people who don't know?
In the hunters, it's all about presentation. So you want to have that consistent pace, just a pretty presentation. You want to get your striding right down the lines. Just all about that consistency, staying with the horse, getting your changes on time in the first corner. It's just all about suitability and stuff like that. So all I've ever been doing, and I really enjoy it as much as it is a very political thing, being judged and whatnot. I actually used to be a figure skater when I was younger. I did that until I was 8, training for the Olympics and stuff. But then I just didn't have time for both, and it's horses, skating, and I chose horses, and I'm glad I did, because there's nothing like that connection that you have with your horse, and it's really like having a friend and something to relate to. But I don't know. I think it says a lot when you put in that good round and you know it was good and you can feel it, even if you didn't get the ribbon you wanted. I'm the type, I know when it's a good round. And honestly, I go into the ring, I set very low standards. I'm just that type of person. I'm like, look, I just want to get in there, get around, get my changes, and come out without losing any limbs. Because one time I almost lost a leg at Old Salem. It was bad. I came out, I was like, oh God, I almost lost that leg. But you know what? It would have been fine, because that leg is the leg I have trouble with. It's like a peg leg. So I was like, hell, you can just chop it off if you want. No, almost did come off, but so yeah, I usually come out of the ring just smiling if I made it around, and I'm always laughing. So yes, that's correct. He used to be a former eventer. I don't know if any of you guys happen to know Philip Dutton. He's one of the great eventers in the country, originally from Australia. He actually lives right near me in West Grove, Pennsylvania, and Vinnie was actually his daughter's horse, Lily. And he just, they just decided, he wasn't fast enough, didn't like running downhill to the water, and hey, I wouldn't either. I can barely walk down a hill, let alone gallop at full speed, jump into water, and like not want to worry about tripping over and flipping. So it worked out for the best. It's so funny because when he first came in and I was trying him, I thought, oh, this isn't going to work out. He's going to be too much horse for me. I'm not strong enough, not fit enough. And it's always the ones that you don't think are going to be the one that end up working out, because I got on him and I just clicked. I just sensed it. It was like a sign, I sat on him and he was the one. And honestly, I don't think I've ever clicked with a horse this much in my life. So I really am happy and pleased with the outcome of that decision.
How old is he?
This will be my second year. Second
So
year.
how was it last year?
Last year, my debut year, it was great. I had my horse Enzo. His show name is Dom Perignon. And that was really fun. I brought him here. Unfortunately, he had some health issues going on, so he wasn't quite fit enough for the adult amateurs. So I just did him in the 2-6. But I was very pleased with how it went. It was always a packed division with made horses that were all phenomenal horses and riders. And it was very highly competitive. There were always at least 37 plus in it. And every week I managed to come out pinning. So I'm happy. And actually, the very first day he showed here, making his debut, he showed with Louise's daughter, Chrissy Serio, in just a warm-up class. And out of 42, he came out with a first and a fourth. So I was elated. I remember that day, my mom and I went in. Oh, that's actually Sandy Farrell right there in the aqua shirt. She's going to be showing Vinnie tomorrow.
Do you know who that is, like the horse?
I'm not sure who the horse is. She rides for many other people, so I'm not quite sure. But anyway, back to
So she's going to be riding your horse?
Yes, that is correct.
When? Like just the one time? Or
in the
several times?
several times throughout the season. She's going to be doing the 3-3 performance tomorrow on him.
And why did
In
you
the
pick her?
Well, she just seems to click. She rides for Louise, and she seems to click well with Vinnie. I just do whatever Louise thinks is best, and they seem to be working out very well together. I love her. I love her personality. I find us to be very similar in that way, and she's just a funny, happy-go-lucky person, so I'm all about that, and she's a great rider.
And what have you learned from being around like top professionals like that in your sport?
I really enjoy it. I love watching the top professionals. You can really learn a lot just watching their riding and seeing how they click with the horses. It's really great to see that connection, and especially with Louise and stuff, there's something about that seat, and it's like their hands just become very loose and they become one with the horse, and it's almost like there is no difference between horse and rider. It's just this one in sync being that just goes around the ring, and it's just so fluid and in harmony, and there's just something beautiful about that.
Who are the ones to watch, like for people who don't know?
For hunters,
Yeah,
or
like,
for hunters, I would say, well, I have to say Louise Serio and Sandy Farrell. They're my top two favorites. Scott Stewart is also a great one. You'll often hear the name Kelly Farmer. She rides a lot, and there's so many. I especially also love Hunt Tosh. He's really great. He's from California. He's a great rider. I'm just blanking right now, but there are so many. It's just really fun to watch. A lot of people think watching hunters can be a little monotonous sometimes, like watching paint dry, but since it's what I do, I love to watch it to learn, and I just really find it enjoyable, and I really like it a lot.
all right, so where are we now?
Okay, over here we're overlooking the Rost ring. This is actually, I showed here many times last year with Enzo. It's a great ring. It's nice and big. There's tons of room. It's a very pretty ring. It's centrally located. It's right in between ring 6, which is over there. On this side we have the international ring, and then just behind it or ahead of it, whichever way, depending where you're standing, is where we were before over at Grand Hunter.
So right there is where we were.
That's the schooling ring for Grand Hunter over there. And then here, this is the Rost ring, like I said, and their schooling ring for Rost is right there by the in-gate. I really like that gray with the girl in the black shirt and the chaps. I have a weakness for grays. Just looking at him, I just think he's beautiful. I didn't really see him go that much, so I can't judge from that. But if I had to pick off of looks, yes, I would say him for sure. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, gimme. So, yeah.
So what would you do on a day like this, like normally, if I wasn't here, like on Tuesday?
Like on a Tuesday? Well, typically I would do warm-ups as well. Today I didn't. I just had Sandy just rode. They didn't need me to do anything. But yeah, I would usually do warm-ups or just be here hanging out, watching. I love to watch them warm up. You can definitely learn a lot from that. Oh, he jumps beautiful. My God. Like, I want to steal him. I'm sorry. I get distracted sometimes. I mean, I haven't been tested for ADD. Who knows? I might have it. I get a little off topic. Can be a little random, like, you know. Oh, my
What
Lanta.
height are these jumps? Would that be 3 feet?
I can't really tell from up here. I mean, they're schooling and they're changing it. But I'd say, yeah, it's about 3 feet. Sometimes they put rails down and make it a little smaller, less spooky, stuff like that. But I'm guessing 3 feet. I mean, we're high up, so it's hard to judge height from up above. But, ooh, my Lanta, I want that horse so bad. I learned so much last year when I came down here to ride. I mean, I think just the fact that you're riding every single day, putting in so much work. I mean, you really get that one-on-one attention, and I mean, I'm just riding all the time, and you really get really fit and get to know things, and I just feel like I'm learning so much, and I've never ridden so much in my life other than these 3 months, you know, and it's just action-packed and full of it, and Mondays are great because you have the day off, so you can just chill and do whatever, but they're also kind of bittersweet because it's like I get so used to being in the groove and riding that it's like, oh, I kind of miss Vinnie. I kind of, as much as I like having the day off, I wish it were Tuesday already. I just want to get back on and ride, you know, so I really think it's a phenomenal experience for any rider just to come down here and spend that much time with their horse. They really get to know you better even, and you get to know them and, you know, become one, and it's really good for your riding for sure.